Hi, my name is Mimi Null, and I'm shooting this video today from a borrowed kitchen. I called my neighbor Barb yesterday and asked, can I please borrow your kitchen? Because my kitchen is just not video friendly. I have my back to the camera and I'm constantly turning and talking to the audience. And I just thought I'd like to do one video where I can look straight into the camera. So I'm going to give it a go. Hopefully it will come across much nicer. And today I'm going to make sweet potato fries, which I adore. And I'm actually going to create the recipe here in the video. Last week I made a Caesar dressing that I just loved, and I had made sweet potato fries. So I had some leftover fries. So the next day for lunch, I just happened to dip the sweet potato fries into the Caesar dressing. And oh my gosh, it was delicious. So I started thinking, what if I made some type of dip that had some cream cheese and some garlic and maybe a little bit of vinegar, possibly, and possibly maybe even some mayo, maybe a little paprika. I thought, wouldn't that be good to just dip sweet potatoes into sweet potato fries as your side dish, to dip it into something. Similar to how in France they'll serve a mayonnaise with the fries, I just thought, let's give it a shot. So bear with me. I'm going to create this as I go, and I will supply the final recipe in the written portion, but I'm just going to add a little bit of this and a little bit of that and see how it turns out. So here we go. What I'm going to do is take 2 sweet potatoes, go ahead and peel them, and slice them into strips, just like French fries. So we'll slice them down and across, and then sprinkle them with some olive oil, salt, and pepper, and put them on a cookie sheet. And I like to line mine with parchment paper, or you can put them on aluminum foil, or you can put them directly on the pan. And then pop them in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes, checking on them after about 10 to 15 minutes. And you can set the oven to about 425 or 450. I have it right now set at 450. So we're almost finished peeling the sweet potatoes. There we go. Okay, and so you can easily slice the sweet potatoes. I cut the 2 ends off, and then carefully, because sweet potatoes can be very, very difficult and hard to cut, so very gently and carefully go ahead and slice them into strips like this. But then you'll slice these strips again so that you end up with French fries. Well, I've gone ahead and sliced up the sweet potatoes into French fry-like potato sticks. And from there, I'm going to add some olive oil and salt and pepper. Now you can do this in a bowl if you'd like. Put the potatoes in a bowl and go ahead and add your olive oil. But I like to have one less bowl to clean, so I just go ahead and do it right on the pan. So I sprinkled a little bit of olive oil, and then go ahead and add some kosher salt, sea salt, or regular salt is fine too. And then some pepper. And then go ahead and just mix this around so that the oil coats all of the potato sticks, the French fries. And spread them out in a single layer so they cook thoroughly and evenly too. And so that's another tip. Be sure to slice the French fries as close to the same size as you possibly can, because then they will all cook at the same rate, and you won't have some that are too mushy or others that might still be hard inside. So from there, you can go ahead and then just pop this in your oven at about 420 25 to 50 degrees. Okay, so I'm going to put the timer on for about 10 minutes and I'll check it then, move them around because they'll start to get brown on the bottom, and I'll be right back. Now I had to move over here in order for the blender to work, so this is the fun part about borrowing someone's kitchen. You're not quite sure how things are going to turn out, but so far so good. So in here we have 4 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese, and I added 2 cloves of garlic. And go ahead and puree that. Then add, I think, some cider vinegar, just for a little bite and to give it some liquid too, so that it can thin it out. So it'll thin it out just a little bit. So, like I said, I'm making this on the run. So at that, I think I put in about, I'm going to say a tablespoon. That was about a tablespoon. Okay. And I would do about, let's see how it is. Looking good. It needs to be a little thinner. I'm going to go with a tablespoon of mayo. That'll kind of thin it a little bit more. And, of course, a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. And I might put a little bit of olive oil in there. I want it to be just a little bit creamy. So I think this will thin out because the Philadelphia cream cheese is such a nice, thick consistency. And I think maybe what I'll do is I'll drizzle it in. Drizzle this in. Let's see what happens. Let's say that was about 2 teaspoons. Let's mix it around and see. It's getting there. It's definitely getting there. It looks good. Okay. And let me take a taste of it. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's good. Oh my, that's good. I think I'll add a little bit of paprika in it. Just a little bit for some color. Or you could even add, I'm just thinking of it now, Old Bay. If you want a crabby sweet potato fry, wouldn't that be yummy? Ooh, I should do that. But I have paprika here, so I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, and I think that's about it. So I will take the sweet potatoes out of the oven and then put this as part of the side dish, as a dip. So I'll be back. The sweet potato fries came out perfectly. They are soft and crispy and delicious. And they can be served as a side dish, whether it's with a burger or whether it's even with chicken or steak. And the dip is just yummy. I added a little bit of Parmesan cheese to it too. And so I will write up the recipe, but it's wonderful. It has a wonderful, wonderful flavor. And what I'll do now is I just chopped up some parsley and I'll add that to the top just for a little decoration. I thought chives might be nice too on top. So I'm just going to have another taste. I already had about 10 of them. Oh, you'll love it. It's really different too. Yum, yum, yum. Hope to see you again soon. Bye.